Well, hey everyone, thank you so much for starting off your Monday with us. I'm Wesley Days coming to you live from the First Alert desk here at Western Mass News. We've got a few stories to tell you about as you get ready to start your day. Here's a quick look at all of the stuff that we're going to be talking about in just a few moments. We're going to be talking about some state funding that's on the way, more state funding that's on the way for local farms. Plus, we're checking on a plane crash in Stowe, as well as the Barbie Bonanza that has taken over the country. I mean, everybody went to go see it this weekend, and trust me, I was one of the people that saw it as well. So there's a lot to talk about and a lot of variety of topics we're going to be talking about in just a few moments. But before we do that, let's take a live look outside right now at sunny Springfield today. It's going to be a good day. We had a great weekend, as you knew. If you were here in town and were able to go outside and enjoy yourself, you could see that it was nice after a few days of heavy thunder and lightning, which produced some significant flooding in the area. We're going to talk about that flooding in just a moment. But the good news is this nice weather is here to stay for most of the day. Our First Alert weather team is forecasting a partly cloudy day with a chance of a shower or a thunderstorm later in the day. Temperatures could reach the mid-80s by this afternoon. So if you have the time and have the chance, you should go outside and have some fun while you still can before the rain comes pouring down. Anyway, let's go on now and let's talk about some news that we're going to be looking at today. We're going to start with that farm relief that we were just talking about. Senate President Karen Spilka and Senator Joe Comerford will announce relief funding for farms impacted by the recent flooding. The pair will make a stop in Hatfield, where they hope this announcement will ease some of the financial troubles farms here in Western Mass are facing. The announcement comes just days after Governor Maura Healey announced the Massachusetts Farm Resiliency Fund last week. Today's announcement will happen later today at 1 o'clock. All right. Moving now from that to some developing news that we are following out in Martha's Vineyard. Right now, state police are searching for a missing paddleboarder in the Edgerton Great Pond in that area. Just before 8 p.m. last night, Martha's Vineyard police responded to the Great Pond near Turkeyland Cove for a call saying a male paddleboarder had gone missing into the water and struggled to stay on the surface, then went under and did not come back up. The paddleboarder has been identified as a 43-year-old male, and officials say he had gone out with another person who saw him go under. This remains an ongoing joint agency rescue operation at this time, with search assistance from all island fire departments, local and state police, patrols, air wing, and detectives, as well as the Coast Guard. So they are staying alert and looking out for that. We're also following more developing news at this hour in Stowe, where 3 people were airlifted to hospitals after the small plane they were traveling in crashed into a small wooded residential area near an airfield yesterday. The Cessna plane came down just south of Minuteman Airfield, where it crashed near a swing set beside a home near Taylor Road. Stowe Fire Chief John Paul Bonneau said the crash was reported by multiple calls to 911 at just after 1 o'clock yesterday afternoon. One of the 3 people aboard the plane was trapped, and first responders even had to cut them free of the aircraft. No word on the extent of their injuries. The National Transportation Safety Board and the FAA will investigate the incident. Now, turning to a grim milestone that just came out just today. We're learning that we're only halfway through the year, and so far the United States has seen more than 400 mass shootings, and that's according to the Gun Violence Archive. The Gun Violence Archive has defined a mass shooting as an incident where at least 4 people are hurt or killed, not including the shooter. And over the weekend across the country, there were several incidents that fit that description. In Houston, Texas, we're told 1 person is dead and 4 others were hurt in a mass shooting at a local park. That victim was 21-year-old Autumn Villain. She was 5 months pregnant, and according to her mother, Ebony, was planning to become a teacher. But it doesn't even stop there. In Florida, 5 people were hurt after gunfire rang out in a bar in Tampa Sunday morning. The Midwest also saw its share of gunfire over the weekend. According to Chicago's police department, at least 6 people are dead and more than 20 others were injured. By the way, that's more than half of the total of last year's mass shootings. So keeping that in mind. Now, turning to some more lighthearted news that we're joining today, we're talking about some Barbie bonanzas that were happening over the weekend. I mean, did you see it? I saw it. It was really good. I enjoyed it. There was fun. Margot Robbie, Ryan Gosling. You couldn't have missed it. It was everywhere, from the internet to your TV to movie screens across the country. Barbie is bringing in the big bucks for its opening weekend. The movie took in more than $70 million in North American theaters Friday, including the Thursday pre-shows. That sets Barbie, directed by Greta Gerwig, on track to bring in roughly $155 million for its domestic opening weekend. It's also on pace to be the biggest domestic start for a female-directed movie. The Mattel doll film is beating out Oppenheimer, which itself earned $33 million for its opening on Friday, which is also an impressive feat. So it's nearly $200 million, more than $200 million for both of those films. So congratulations to everyone that was involved, and hopefully if you haven't gone to see it yet, you get the chance to, because you won't regret Barbie. I need to go see Oppenheimer, and put yourself in the comments. Did you see Oppenheimer? Did you see Barbie? Are you going to see both, or are you only going to see one? I want to hear what you guys think. Well, anyway, speaking of big bucks now, Mega Millions is still up for grabs. I know we were talking about Powerball last week, and tragically somebody won that, leaving you not to be a billionaire. Maybe you already are a billionaire, and I'm just making assumptions. Well, that jackpot has grown to an estimated $820 million. The next drawing will be on Tuesday. The prize has a cash option of $422 million, and it comes after nobody won the jackpot in Friday's drawing. 8 tickets matched the first 5 numbers, and those 8 tickets claimed $1 million each. So big bucks for those people. It marks the 5th largest Mega Millions lottery in the run of its history. So good luck to all of you. I'm going to be putting in my bets, and hopefully this time I win and have better luck than the last time with the Powerball. I wanted to become a billionaire really, really bad. Anyway, let's take one more live look outside right now. You can see there's still some sun. Traffic is moving really well right now, and hopefully it stays that way for the rest of the day. Get outside. Weather is supposed to hit, temperatures are supposed to hit at mid 80 degrees later on this afternoon. So hopefully you get the chance to soak in some sunshine before we see maybe a shower or thunderstorm later in the day. And also we're learning that this heat is going to stay for a few days. So be mindful of that. And even though it's great to be out in the sun, hopefully you stay safe as well. So that does it for us here at the First Alert Desk right now. Thank you so much for joining us. Time now is 9:54. Hopefully you get the chance to watch us at noon on Western Mass News on ABC 40. And if you want more information on any of the stories that we brought you just now, you can go on to our website at westernmassnews.com, or you can head and download our free Western Mass News app. And if you want to stay on top of the weather as well, we have a First Alert weather app for that as well. So hopefully you get all 3 of those and stay in the know as you continue your day. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Once again, I'm Wesley Days. Have a great Monday, everyone, and we'll see you soon.